What's up, friend, and welcome back to another Eater Drift standard video. And today we're going to have a look at a very special deck list. A deck list that costs a whole $30 to buy in paper and simultaneously plays 0 rares or mythics. As you can see right here, the deck list ended up getting top 8 in a recent standard challenge. There can only be one deck that, fits those requirements. And of course, I am talking about a cave deck. And yeah, we're going to have a look at this deck list, which is surprisingly well designed to beat the top 3 decks in the format, and basically hopes to queue into them and cheese out some win with some really good tools in the main to try and beat it. So for those of you that are not familiar with the cave strategy, basically what you're trying to do is you try to put a ton of caves in play. And this is like a 27 land deck list. But yeah, you're going to need it because you want as many caves as possible. So I'd say one of the most important caves in the deck is Forgotten Monument. It's a cave, it taps for colorless, and other caves you control have tap, pay 1 life, and add 1 mana of any color. You also have the Captivating Cave, which adds taps for colorless, and for 1 and a tap, you can add 1 mana of any color. It also has a cool activated effect that you can put some 1/1 counters on your creatures. Cavernous Maw is your man land to work with. For 2 mana, you can make it a 3/3 elemental creature until the end of turn. It's still a cave. Activate only if the number of other caves you control plus the number of cave cards in your graveyard is 3 or greater. So once again, rewards you for playing caves. You have Promise in Vain in here too. Not that I ever really felt myself cracking this card. You can, for 1 and a tap, you can sack the land and search the library for a basic land card. I just use it more because it's a cave land and you can tap it for colorless, which is really nice. You got a decent amount of basic lands in here because we're kind of playing 4 colors. And also a Hidden Nursery and 4 copies of Hidden Courtyard. So these cards are sweet because they're caves. You can also pay the 5, tap in, sacrifice a land to discover 4, which can be relevant in some games. So as you can see, even the lands don't have any like rares or mythics in it. It is a true budget deck list. But yeah, the caves are important because they will help you, make your cards kind of pop off. Something like the Gargantuan Leech. 8 mana, 5/5, costs 1 less to cast for each cave you control and each cave card in your graveyard. Lifelink, like if you imagine if you put like a chunky 5/5 leech in play with lifelink versus red aggro, that would be pretty good against them. You also have Calamitous Cave-In. This is 4 mana sorcery and it deals X damage to each creature and each planeswalker, where X is the number of caves you control plus the number of cave cards in your graveyard. Very nice against the red aggro decks, but also can be really relevant against the Esper self-bounce pile, especially the fact that planeswalkers get hit by the cave-in too, meaning that you could take out Kaito, can be pretty relevant. You have the Bat Colony. This is a 3 mana enchantment. This is something that I find quite unique to this deck list. I think I haven't played many caves deck that play, Bat Colony, but this one does. 3 mana enchantment, and when it enters, you create a 1/1 black bat creature token with flying for each mana from a cave spent to cast it. Whenever a cave you control enters, you put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Basically 3 mana, put 3 creatures in play, which is really good value, and then you can keep growing the board with the caves that you play. Or Immodane's Recruiter, which is surprisingly playing 3 mana, 2/2. When it enters creature control, get +1/+0 and gain haste until the end of turn. So you can give your little bats a little bit more power, or you can set up a turn with trained troops, the sorcery thing. So I'm not even sure how I feel about Immodane in this deck list. I feel like surely there's better alternatives. But you can set up some explosive turns with this card. That is kind of what it's looking to do. So, of course, I wanted to check out the deck list as it was when it, got top 8. So I am playing the Imminent Recruiters, even though I wouldn't be mad at trying to see if I can fit something else in this slot. So that's kind of what it is happening when it comes to cave synergy there. Outside of that, you just have a lot of answers for the meta, so to say. So we have 4 copies of Terror Thunder and 4 Cathar Commandos. These are kind of in here to help you out versus the Esper Self-Bounce decks, especially versus Domain decks. Like I said, it's really trying to cheese its way to beating the top 3 decks in the format, right? Like you see a lot of enchantment hate for Domain. You see a lot of good removal and chunky lifelink guys versus the Prowess. You go wide in the air versus Self-Bounce. And yeah, it's really cool the way it's designed, and no surprise that it ended up doing pretty well in a tournament. You also have 3 copies of Beanstalk as for card advantage. You can trigger Beanstalk off of Rides and Gargantuan Leech, so you can get some card advantage from that. Even the sideboard also has a lot more dedicated hatred. 4 copies Cease and Desist. Firing off a desist against Domain is very powerful. Cease can also be good against Omniscience decks and all that. 3 copies of Baylith, which is just a fantastic card to bring in against self-bounce. Anoint with Afflictions, more, you know, help for aggro decks. So I am just really like fascinated by this person designing this deck list and being like, okay, I'm gonna play a $30 deck and I'm gonna somehow find a way to beat the top 3 decks in a format and just shoving a bunch of hate in it. Like, I think it's just incredibly funny and surprisingly effective. Personally, I ended up going 4-2 with this deck list. So, you know, I was pretty happy to see it. Let me actually share this with you using Untapped.gg. If you want to do that yourself to track your games, you can download it with a link in the description below. But yeah, as you can see, I ended up going 4-2, which I was, you know, pretty happy with. Like, I was expecting a whole lot out of it. But yeah, it was really fun when it ended up working. So let's check out the gameplay now. If you want to see all the games that happened, you can check them out over on my VOD channel. And with that being said, let us play this $30, no rares, no mythics cave deck. Alright, chat. I like the fact that there's a lot of caves in here, but I just don't think I can get away with this. That shows more potential, at least. It's still a little awkward, because it's like, I don't really have the right colors right now. I'm gonna try it, though. 27 lands? Surely, surely. What could go wrong? Is that a Thundering Broodwagon? What the hell is going on? Giant artifacts? Oh, that's actually a blessing, the Forgotten Monument here. Big draw. Alright, let's go beans. Beans. 27 lands? I fucking know. It's wild. Big reds on my Mox field. We can do Cathar Commando. Take out the dowsing device. Or the Thran Spider. I'm not sure which one we're taking out. Probably the device. I mean, obviously it's got flash, so I can do it on their turn, but okay. Yeah, I gotta take that out, I fear. Maelstrom pulls on beans? That's fine. I have like 2 more. That's alright. I'm chilling, you know? Ooh, fuck. Another one? Because that's gonna be artifact number 4. I can also just take out Thran Spider. I'll take out the Scooter. Average Beans player. Nah, it's true. Alright, I'm gonna take out Spooter. I was like first thinking about like maybe Chump like blocking it and then like getting rid of something, but whose cow did you sell to get all those beans? Oh man, I don't know. What am I cooking up here? Should I beans to draw a card? I like Colony. Why is it so determined to like? I will happily take some damage, okay, deck. Like you can pipe down. Well, I guess it's like similar anyways, because we can only use abilities with this thing, so. Nutter beans? Nutter beans? I'll take nutter beans. Thank you, thank you. Determined to win with my $30 standard deck, you know? Which is just such a cool thing. I love that that's possible. It makes me super excited. Fake dat people that say this game is play to win. We're playing caves. Damn, that was actually a really good turn on their part. Ooh. A hasted sentinel of the Nameless City is actually pretty scary. shit. I can't really cast Ride's End because that stuff's gonna be... Okay, I definitely want to flash in Cathar Commando at some point, for sure. I have like 4 mana available, so is it just like Phyrexian Missionary? And then, no, that's not good. It's gotta be Cathar Commando, block and take something out. This is weird because you're gonna get another one that's going to transform, right? Yeah, the problem is that we're not really finding the removal in the deck right now. I'm just gonna flash it in. I think that's my plan. Okay. Artifact number 3. They can already haste it anyways, can they? Oh my god, what the hell? I'm getting a Ren over. Takes me 3 to target that. Bruh. They sure are doing things. They sure are. This is not Spark Joy. Amazonian, yo, thank you for the raid. Something that does spark joy. How are you doing? Hello, raiders. We're playing the $30 cave deck. But currently getting our ass beat by a Jund artifact deck, so which is actually really cool, but also shit. Duretti? That's great. That's great. That's crazy. Whoa, I see what they're trying to do. That's really cool, though. This gets haste, right? Okay, okay. Are we cooked? I can get 3 bets in play. Is that good enough? I'll do 3 bets. That's all I got. I got 3 bets. Okay. That's it for me. Yeah, this cave deck ended up getting top 8 in a recent challenge, so that's why everybody's on it now. Did I tab wrong? Bro. When you I'm getting ran over, y'all. Well, I can never ever I don't know, like, I just Terrace under a Haywire Might? Like, I can never target the Phyrexian, like, Flesh Gorger. That's fine. I may or may not be cooped. What do I have? Like, Correction Missionary? I can give that a counter. Dude. Do we have 5 caves? Yeah? What does that change? Or like a hidden if you have 5 different caves in the game? Because that's what we need right now. Yeah, I can animate one of these, right? For 2 mana. And then I can Ride's End as well. Five caves is a fashion statement. Period. Oh. Now let's get out of here. I think we should have a good matchup though. Jeez, dude, what the fuck? That was wild. GG's. But yeah, we have 4 Cathar Commandos, 4 Terra Sunders, like... Early! We should be able to do some shit here, right? Early. Early. I don't know if we ever go as far as to play Desist, but I mean, Cease Desist, it could also stop the ready. Let's try it. What if I say we get rid of the Calamitous Cave-ins, like baddies, and we play Cease Desist? I mean, I'll hit Lens with the top, surely, right? And like out Imskir. Oh, Imskir slays. Imskir is a great commander. Alright, 27 lands, chat. We got this. Thank God. Getting worried. Bat Colony gives me 2 bats. I can also just do beans, try and draw, because I kind of want the max value. Hi Ash, calling to book Mr. Bubbles for a show. When is he available next? I heard Bubbles is making an appearance tonight. But Bubbles works on, like, you know, his own time, so we don't know exactly when, but I've heard good shit. Tonight, Bubbles is doing a show tonight. Wake up, babe. Bubbles is doing a show. I'll just go hit a nursery. Probably go, Paris Thunder on it. Probably. You don't invite Bubbles. Bubbles arrives and you agree. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Bubbles' boiler room is about to be open. Pop-up bubble set. Tunnel rave. Really, like, loving the opponent's deck, though. Like, you are cooking. You are a chef. It's cool to see people actually, like... I mean, maybe it's just luck, but... I'm assuming it's just luck, but it's been really cool to see people get a little bit more creative the past couple of days. It's really nice. Alright, let's go Bat Colony. Monument off a bat. Hey guys, how are you? Yeah, people are getting a little bit more creative with it. Like I said, it might just be luck though, right? Like it might just be luck that I'm running into the chefs, but I'm fucking grateful for it. See that people are still like inspired to do things in standard, you know what I mean? I am in the same boat. I still love trying to experiment with new cards, and it's cool to see that people are trying to do the same thing. Def gonna hit that with Anoint. Kind of, part of me's kind of tempted to haste, but we're gonna go this instead. Perfect. MTG doesn't seem to have a good forecast this next year or so. Am I wrong? I have not heard anything of the sort. This game is making more money than ever. It's getting more like releases than it ever has before. I think it's doing good. Unless you think that's a downside, of course. But no, Magic the Gathering is thriving for sure, I would say. Alright, let's go Imidate. Hell yeah. Alright, we got him. Takes a couple of bats to beat him down. And also the opponent not having Dowsing Device, because that thing was crazy. We're gonna run it back. I'm definitely keeping this. Just trying to figure out what I want to get rid of here. Gave. Surely you have to keep the Gave. Alright, we're keeping the Gave. I can also drop the Courtyard, to be honest, but... Okay, wait, I'm gonna go like this. Yeah, from what I heard, it's just still doing good, so... Courtyard. Final Fantasy. I'm loving the game. It was just that there was a lot of, like, backseating from the chat and stuff that kind of, like, ruined the experience a bit, but... Not the besties, more like Final Fantasy fanatics that were just, like, hovering the category. But yeah, we'll find a way. We'll figure out how to fix that at some point. All right, let's get rid of George. People calling for Lulu. I know. I will come back to Lulu. I could never abandon Lulu. Okay, let me go Bat Colony. Yeah, I know that, like, people are just trying to, like, wait for somebody new to try out the game that they've been, like, playing or speedrunning for 30 years. So I know that that is part of it, but man, it was just... It was the fact that I couldn't control them, because it's like we're kind of short on moderators that kind of screwed it, but yeah. We'll work on a solution. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. More bats. Hell yeah. Actually... Well, yeah. Hell yeah. Someone play Max. Lulu better be in the FF set. Nah, if they don't give us Lulu in the Final Fantasy set, you know I'm gonna be fucking mauling. Like, there's no way now. There's no way. You're not gonna give us a Lulu commander to play with. I don't give a fuck. You simply will not get away with it, Wizard of the Coast. I hope you listen to this threat. I'm dead serious. We'll be writing a letter. I'm gonna go in with my bats. How much is Duretti again? Duretti is 6 mana, 5 mana. Just trying to make sure if I need to hold up Ceased Assist. 5 mana? Okay. Lulu's gotta be mono black. I don't care. Okay, I got 2 Brood Wagons. I kind of want to slam the Gargantuan Leech. I hope I don't get punished for it. Got it, Sky. Thank you for supporting. No, I got... Lulu's gotta be mono black. Like, let's be real now. That whole monologue in the gamer, she was talking about, like... You know... the spirits of the deceased and all that, like go into the afterlife and whatever the hell not. Like, come on, Lulu. Like, you want to be mono like so bad, and you know what? We're gonna give you that. So she's goth as hell. You're not gonna give us another like black-haired goth baddie and not shove her in the same colors as Liliana. Like, you cannot get away with that. I'm so sorry. It's just not happening. I'm sorry. It's just not... We're just not going to do that. Okay, so they're ready. I'm gonna have to cease and desist and... make an argument for Demir. I don't know. My headcanon is different. Okay, exile 2 cards, then target player gets 2 life, draws card. That would be me, please. Sorry, Doretti. You know I had to do it to him. Sorry, man. Sorry, Doretti. Forgotten Monument is real good, but I don't have... this is just one land, I guess. Not really gonna get me far. This deck, guys, bet how many lands are in here. 27 lands, and somehow I managed to find a one-lander. Always in shambles. Always in shambles. I don't know if I want Immodane's Recruiter yet. Then again, Calamitous Skaven's a little weird with bat colonies as well, right? If I didn't have to worry about content or entertainment, what deck would you be playing in standard? I think that really depends on, you know, on what I'm trying to do. If I wanted to just like have a good time playing, I'd probably play the Zahir Glory Spaz decks, because I think that one is just... I just love that deck. I wanted to win. Probably like Oculus or Self-Bounce. I actually think that Esper Self-Bounce is a really fun deck, so... Sue me. Yeah, I actually quite like the Self-Bounce decks. As, you know, to play them. Oh my god, it's uppies! They're playing the wrong art. Damned. Alright, so we can get 3 bets out of this. Alright, we'll play a bet. A bomb! Bet colony! You still don't like the Billmark version, though? I personally think that the, you know, the non-Billmark with Optimistic Scavenger version is the best way to do it as well. Age. Am I just thriving too hard here? Like, am I just gonna slam Immodane, deal some damage? To be fair, Gargantuan Leech also just is, like, insanely good here. I'll just play the Leech first. Just why the hell wouldn't I play a massive 5/5 with lifelink against an aggro deck? I am so down. Sign me up. Big Leech? Yeah, the only thing we have to worry about is the Key Knight Curator uppies potentially becoming real powerful. But I think, like, yeah, it's just literally put a fucking huge 5/5 in play. Not really gonna deal with it. We're chilling, right? How does one avoid being mana burned due to arenas, dogwater, MMR matches, and shuffling algorithm? Find out, let me know. We're talking about expensive uncommons, but what about the $2 Hopeless Nightmare common? I feel like commons have potentially can be a lot more expensive due to Pauper. I could be wrong though, but yeah, $2 for a Hopeless Nightmare is crazy. I actually have a shitload of those because I used to play them in my Rakdos Envil deck. It's standard. Fun fact. I'm rich in hopeless nightmares. I don't know how many I have though, but I do have a lot of them. Like I must at least like 20 laying around somewhere. Because every time and I was like trying to put a new standard deck together with like Anvil and Hopeless Nightmares, I just bought new ones instead of like using the old ones I had because I didn't know where they were. Maybe this is the right time. Do we really need beans in here? I feel like no. Okay. Let me also post the latest video. There we go. What do I do here? Just play this out. Could hit this with Ride's End. Kind of feel like I want to do that because I will always get rid of the Wicker Folk no matter what happens, and I don't want to give them a Snakeskinville opportunity. Watching stream makes you happy, which is nice. I'm happy to hear it. Oh shit. Velocipede. Hi, Velocipede. Man, we have so many good answers. This must be one of our better matchups, for sure. Well, I can't be looking at more, unfortunately. Oma? And these things are like growing because of the philosophy, though. Did I just get delirium? No. I'd say. Ooh. I'm gonna go and hit them with a Ride's End. And then I'm thinking Anoint on the Patchwork Bestie to try and keep them off delirium for a bit. Okay. Everything exiles. Sheesh. I can go train the troops. I can go Bailiff. I think I'll just go Bailiff. Value. You just played 3 games, Mono Red Pixie Overlords, and won the Overlords Mono Red games, barely lost Pixie because we're really bad flood. Cookies can win. Let's fucking go. Yeah, Cookies, I don't know if you saw that, but yesterday, or the day before that, I got tagged in a tweet of somebody winning their store championship with Cookies, so. That's pretty cool to see. The Cookie gamers, they're out there. Man, this Lynx is gonna fucking hurt. No, it's not on Twitter. The decklist wasn't even on Twitter, so, no. I'm assuming they were just playing, like, an older version of Cookies. Swinging Chief. Okay, I'll take a trade. His army of, like, knights right now. There we go. At some point, we're just gonna slam double Imidane. And then Realmbreaker is pretty good for him. Yeah, I don't know exactly what their list was, but yeah, they won the store champ, which is just really dope. I'm thinking about just double blocking this. This is caves. Yeah, we're caves. That's what we do. Became the cave. I can slam double Imidane, right? It's just gonna hurt me a bit. I wonder if this is Calamitous Cave in time. It might be. I think actually it might be, because two of these like fear of missing outs are pretty dangerous, so gotta be mindful. Actually, forgot that the cave-in is at 4, not at 5. I thought it was at 5. I don't know why. Any way for me to get a cave? No, I don't think so. Alright. I kind of screwed it, guys. I should have sent my knights towards the Ren. It's live at 1 now. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess it didn't matter, ultimately, because they ripped Ren on the top. Well, I guess it would have been alive, but that's a crazy draw. I definitely threw that. Alright, it's keepable, it's keepable. We can do this. I'll lock in. Let's lock in, let's lock in. Banger song. Patchwork Bestie? I can't really take... Well, I can take Patchwork Bestie out if I go Forgotten Monument into Terror Sunder. I think it's worth it because Patchwork Bestie does so much for him. Okay. It was exactly lethal with double Legionnaire. What? Legionnaire? I don't know who Legionnaire is. I don't know. I know I threw that game. I know I'm gonna win this one, at least. So for what it's worth. For what it's worth, we can recover. Here we go. 3 bats. Alright, well there you go. Crazy game. They out here really keeping a one-lander? Ooh, if I can get to the Bat Colony, it would be really dope. I don't think it's gonna work out, though. The Gaves. I'll try this one. At least I can play some cards out with this one. See what the opponent's playing, but hopefully I can find Bet Colony. This deck goes a lot more all in on Bet Colony, though. It's really good if you find it, but... Yeah, how much does Garen go for anyways? Oh my god, Spectral Sailor. Beast. I also saw like a mono blue monument deck making moves on Twitter, but it was a best of 1 deck. Thinking maybe I'd consider making it the best of 3 deck. I'm not sure. See if I can flash in a commando. Yeah, it could be pirates. And priority being passed immediately like that, pretty humbling. Yeah, really gotta hope to hit a cave. And only $100 for a playset. Oh, ahaha, that's not too much. Ahaha. Ahaha. Okay. Your song is not on Spotify. Spectral Sailor number 3. Not me typing Karen into Google and expecting results. Oops. Yo, I'm just gonna play Gargantuan Leech, ready to have blue mana up. Limmer. Limmer. All right. That does not spark joy. Let's cave. Okay. We're playing caves right now. No, it's sealed. I won't play sealed. It is pirates. Based. Incredibly based. I'm just gonna keep swinging. I can always like shove the Cathar Commando in front of something and then get rid of the curiosity, I guess. Arg. Oh, it's actually gonna be removal, like Lightning Strike. Sure. Torch, okay. Dimir mid back from the dead, one of the most recent challenge. I'm just still looking at Dimir like the deck that had a 20% win rate at the Pro Tour. I'm good, I'm good. Take a lot of yeah, I don't know. It'll be a while before I believe in Dimir mid. Yeah, I gotta prevent them from drawing cards, basically, so I'll just get rid of the curiosity here. I'll try again. It might be restricted. Because it's not showing up on my Spotify at all. I'll check again for you in a bit. Bat Colony. Okay, that's kind of what we needed here. Dude, I'm in trouble. Nah, I'll check it again for you. Maybe there's a typo in there somewhere. Man, is it just like... Getting ran over, guys. That Fierce was real devastating. I was vibing. Nutter Pierce? Oof. I'm getting wrecked by spell pierces. Nah, wrecked by spell pierce. And another lackey of the top? What a gamer. What a gamer. Alright. Things lined up well for them. What a gamer. Man, this is a very long time before we can play. I mean, Right's End, I guess, could be cast a little earlier. Is this a game-winning hand, though? I don't think it is. You find one land, you're just GG's forever, right? This is not really the right mana, but... we'll see. Why did I do so bad at BT? I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know. Every time you see Rakdos aggro, you get excited, and then it's fucking mono red fling. Yeah, it's literally the same boat I'm in. I'm just looking for like cool Rakdos decks doing something, and it's always just mono red splash the fucking fling, dude. My heart. I get a little sad every time. Nah, Kaito's really good. I guess Dimir mid-range just wasn't well positioned in that tournament. Like, the aggro players were too... aggro players destroyed it, the domain players destroyed it. It's like, Southbound did good against it, so it's like... I don't know. I doubt it's in reality, it's a literal 20% win rate decklist. I don't think that's true. It could also just been like just a lot of bad beats, like... the tree went 0-9 versus its best matchup. Yeah, it went 0-9 versus, like, red aggro. Like, something went wrong there, man. I don't know. It just, it was rough. Dude, I'll get rid of Malcolm. No fixing. Okay. Ave. Play Amadane. Just for a little bit of pressure. Nice, they're going to 9. Very happy to be playing Pirates, though. Fellow pirate. The spark hunting. We're actually taking a little break from spark hunting. Playing some, caves right now. I will probably play another Chandra deck later, though. Like, I want to play more of the big red deck. Like, that deck had my fucking heart. Probably one of the cooler decks I've played in a very long time. So, stay tuned for that. Just gonna slam. I don't hate the idea of bed calling here either. I'm just gonna slam Bailiff, though. Hey. Larcenist trying to get rid of my dude. I'm gonna try to start out with Beans. I feel like they might have a Spell Pierce, though. It was so successful for them first time round. They're gonna Spell Pierce this again. Yeah. Or negate this time around. Okay. It was a little like a little less worse, you know? I'll take it. Something about getting hit by Spell Pierce just being a crazy moment. Okay. How the hell do we get out of this one? Trying to get the stick to Gargantuan Leech would be a big part of trying to win, but oof, that's curiosity. That's not good. Well, our deck has a ton of like non-creature spells, so works out. They just stopped the Bat Colony. I think you take that. Upside is at least that they have a ton of lands. Good. I'm not blocking. I'm not sure why I went for a treasure. I'm guessing we're about to find out. Another curiosity. There's no way I can secure a win here, right? If I do... I can't discover. I'm gonna swing. Yeah, they're gonna draw a ton of cards. I'm just hoping I can be out of this. I don't know. I also have the Calamitous Cave-In still, maybe, to save me. But with the cards they're gonna draw, it's probably gonna be a ton of counter magic and shit they also have access to. Oh. Just the breaches. Curiosity. Gets rid of one of my bats. Dang. We're gonna jump with the Firebrand and then ping away one of my bats. This is gonna work. Absolutely wrecked by pirates. Absolutely wrecked by pirates in their counter spells. RIP. I don't know if there's any way for us to like ping them for one. I don't think we have it. I don't think we have it in here. The counter spells are just too effective against us, you know? Well, we weren't drawing many cards either. Cards everything for the prime? Then again, you know, I'll happily get my ass handed to me by pirates every day. So, yeah, they both had like, both games had very well-timed spell pierces and negates, so it's like, what can you do? It worked out. Oh, they're getting greedy with it now, though. Then again, I don't blame them, but... I can still hit Calamitous Cave or Calamitous Cave-In with a hidden Necropolis, right? My one shot. All right, I'm gonna take it. Let's go over 4. YOLO. Oh! Yo! Big moment. Big moment. I don't know if it's gonna be enough, but big if true, big if true. Huge! My pets! Besties! Chat, we're so fucking good at this game. We're so fucking good at this game. Like... Alright, well that was our high roll of the evening. So good at Magic. Such a skill, so pure skill, pure talent. Who's doing it like us, honestly? Anyway, that was just goofy as hell. Yeah. Right, right. Well, none of these produce color. I can't really do that. Skill-based draws? Nah, you know it. You know it. Just gift it, yeah. Just gift it. You wouldn't get it. Okay. We're probably still going to get our ass beat here. You know, we're just giving them another opportunity to humble us. Basically. Sailor? Especially, now that we're on the draw, things are gonna get a little bit trickier, I fear. Yeah, I just gotta play the nursery out. I kind of need to find one of those, what is it, a hidden, monument? Forgotten monument, there you go. I gotta find that one so I can actually cast my cards here. Not too slow, please. Okay. I can at least anoint breaches here, which I should definitely do. Unless spell pierce! Oh my god. I can't. No! I can't afford to play around pierces. I can't afford to. At least I got rid of a treasure. That might mean something. I'm on the draw. Like, I'm in the trenches. I would try Bet Colony, but we all know what's going to happen to that. I mean, Imitating Recruiter, I'm not chumping breaches. I'm not going to play Cathar Commando for no reason. Maybe it is just Bet Colony. Like, we have to get through it, perhaps. I don't know. How many spell pierces and negates can I, like, have after all? Not like a billion, surely, right? I don't know if the meta justifies that. Yeah, if they had Curiosity, they would have fired it off earlier when they were attacking. I'll protect myself a bit, I guess. More bat colonies? Okay. I gotta stall. You gotta stall. Such a weird game. As long as they can't find the curiosities, we have a shot. I'd be tempted to triple block the Soulstone Sanctuary here. Maybe I block it with 4 things? Just in case. They do like torches and stuff. Feels weird to do, but they're pressuring me. Nah, I'm just playing Bailiff, right? Okay. I mean, as long as they have breaches in play, they can just make it so that they cannot block, but it buys me some time. All I need. And that can take out my dude pretty easily. Where's the removal at here? Yeah, they're like actually They're doing me like dirty. Gargantuan Leech might work, but if they're smart, they can shove the Firebrand in front of it and deny me the life gain. Okay, they're gonna go. That's fine. I would have probably held back with that guy and then tried to... Okay, wait, they had another. Never mind. They got another one. Okay, so I guess we're just trying to high roll Calamitous Cave in again and hope they don't have a counterspell? Full value. This is so greedy. I'm gonna do it though. Hit me with a lightning strike, I guess. Okay, we found ourselves the Calamitous Cave in. Man, I gotta do it right. Because, I mean, first of all, A, they might still have a counterspell. They probably do. They have 2 cards up. It's definitely not a creature. They would put that in play. So it's gotta be a negate, surely. Yeah. Still swinging, because it can block anyways, because Breaches like screws it as a blocker, so... Or at least blessed I don't have a curiosity yet. I have removal and like I swing, they could actually just remove their Malcolm and like deny me the life gain. That would probably be one of their best plays here. Happening though? It is not. I have Cavernous Maw. I also have Cathartic Mana that I can work with. I'll do that. There's something that's giving them priority though. I don't know what it is. Well, we might be able to find out. Hi, Reg Gamer. Right, so I'm getting hit for 7. Do I just take it? I'm gonna take it. This is greedy as hell, but I'm gonna see if I can maybe do something on the way back. I have Cathar Commando, I still have Cavernous Maws. And I gain like a ton of life, hopefully. Gotta play to win. Gotta try. Gave. So if I swing with both my caves, I could win here. Right? Cathar Commando, it goes for 3. Cavernous Maw goes for 3. And another Cavernous Maw goes for 3 as well. I have the mana to do it. They block one of them. 9 goes through. We try it. Right. Right. It's okay, we have Imidane still. We got Imidane. What the fuck was that? Fortunately, we had a backup plan. Bless. Man, I feel like we stole that game from them. They definitely were the rightful winner of that game. We just had that dumbass like top deck. Or yeah, we had that silly ass Discover, but they definitely were the winners of that game for sure. They also had like an Ultra Flood at the end there. They got really unlucky.